Citizens, it's that time. You are officially in the incinerator. Welcome to Incense and Common Sense, the live streams that we do here on the Alert Zone TV. Shout out to everybody because it's a worldwide movement. As you come in, I'm going to give everybody a couple minutes to get in like usual. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell with all so you can be notified when we drop nutritious and fruitful content. Be sure you get a video, a like, share, comment, all that good stuff. This is an impromptu. I had been thinking about doing this. I didn't have time to do Midday Mania, and I don't think I'm gonna be up for Midnight Madness, so I decided I'll go ahead on and do this now. I give everybody a couple minutes to get in here, and we're gonna have a talk. Y'all, give y'all a minute to get in here. Sorry about that, everybody. So I'll give y'all a couple minutes to pile up in here, and we'll have this discussion. You guys and girls can see the title. I got my Metrom's Bobcut Chamberlain 45 ACP sitting just outside the camera. Can't grab it and show it because I'm going live. You know, YouTube would get me. Also, I hope everybody is having a good day, good night, wherever you are on the planet. I haven't had the time to check the footage of Hurricane Erin, so I'm not sure what's going on with that hurricane. If you are in the storm's path, please take it serious and understand once the storm passes, that may not be the end of it. Definitely. So, give everybody a couple minutes to get up in here. And so definitely, like I said, I'm sorry about that, everybody. This was an impromptu. I usually like to give y'all a heads up notice. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Gun2 as usual. Everybody that supports the Alert Zone TV, definitely. Shout out to y'all, and shout out just to everybody. So give y'all a couple minutes. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, y'all. This time of night. Yes, give me my little damn backyard camera. Ain't no 8 o'clock. Sorry about that, everybody. Let's give y'all a couple minutes to get up in here. Can Matt Damon get a shout out? Matt Damon done behind. Yeah. Shout out Matt Damon. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, everybody. Yeah, Matt Damon ought to be shouting me out. Shit. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of discombobulated. This wasn't impromptu. I was just sitting down, and this topic came across my mind yesterday, and I just didn't have the time. You know, I just didn't really make the time. I didn't want to get on last night. I was kind of tired because I was up all day yesterday. I didn't want to get in here last night and be yawning and shit and nodding off. So I just decided I wait till I'm feeling good. All right, let's go ahead on and get into this. Um, Shout out to everybody. And like I said, as you come in, make sure you hit the likes button. Um, Beetlejuice, Ernesto Villagomez. Uh, Tuned into the wrong channel if you're looking for Beetlejuice. Anyhow, what made me decide to want to talk about this? Because I always tell you guys and girls, when it comes to being legally armed, you never know when things gonna happen. Oh, what's got pause and play in here? We got Now you know damn well I ain't no Jay-Z. Come on, you know this. But anyhow, so yesterday I was looking and the decision was made in one of the defendants in the whole Young Dolph trial. Rest on to Dolph. And it made I watched the verdict and what have you, and I went in the comment section. And the comment section said some things I kind of thought it was gonna say. I haven't really been following this case. I know there was a lot of twists and turns. But why is this relevant to law-abiding citizens? A lot of this violence that you see, especially in our community, a lot of this is retaliation. A lot of this is hearsay. A lot of people don't really like to accept when they don't get a W in the court system. And this is deadly. This is lethal. Snitching allegations, a not guilty verdict, and self-defense. Unfortunately, these three things have gotten a lot of innocent people killed. When I say innocent people, I don't just mean the participants. I mean people outside in broad daylight. People inside of a home. Because the streets came to collect on a fake, or I don't want to use the word righteous, but an incorrect bounty. People have lost their lives in public because they may have to been after somebody that was accused of something. For you guys and girls don't know this, Hernandez Govan was found not guilty yesterday. And the threats on his life. He did state that he was going to move away from Memphis. But in today's world, that may not be good enough. Like I said, I don't know a lot about the case, and I'm not speaking on the case itself. I'm speaking on the verdict. He was found not guilty. When I tell you guys and girls, that when it comes to these types of things, you have to be careful about what you say and what you do. When I encourage young people to stay away from certain people in certain situations, this is what I'm talking about. This guy, for whatever, whether you believe it or not, he went to court. He was found not guilty. And yet people in the streets want him gone. Which begs the question, why is it when we win in court, the system work and justice was prevailed, but when we lose in court, it doesn't? I can understand sometimes this case by case. Some people get acquitted of things that were on video. They were literally caught with their hands in the cookie jar and found not guilty. But this particular case, just because it had so much national attention, international attention, with Dolph being the person he is, this is why you got to stay legally armed. Because there's no telling where this story is going to go. And it ties into, a lot of us don't understand, being friends with or relatives of certain people can cost us our life. Now, my understanding is this fella, Govan, apparently his daughter was unalived. As a part of this, I don't know. I didn't look at all the details. I just thought that I'd get out here and talk to everybody about understanding the Second Amendment, but being armed up here first, and understanding something else. Sometimes the news show you stuff and they don't show you the full story. There was a woman in New York, I believe it was, New York State, on one of the toll roads or what have you, that was unalived in her G-Wagon. And the news portrayed, or she was portrayed as a loving co-worker. But basically what she was doing is setting guys up with that wore wealthy jewelry and things like that. She was setting them up to be robbed by her boyfriend. And apparently, the streets got a whiff of it, and she was unalived. Another thing, when it comes to these snitching allegations, that's a part of the reason you shouldn't be in the streets. We live in a day and age where it doesn't take nothing to accuse somebody of something like that. But there's a deadly consequence. People have lost their lives on an allegation. Other people have lost their lives that had nothing to do with nothing, because it was at the bus stop with this person, or in the car with this person, or in the store with this person, or around this person. You have to be careful out here. When I tell you guys and girls, it can happen at any time, at any place, that's what I mean. That's why I came up with stay safe, stay armed, stay on high alert. There is no more, if I stay out of certain areas, I'm okay. I'm old enough to remember that. Where if you didn't go into certain areas, you know you was... It's everywhere. It's been everywhere. The internet has just shown it to the world now. The circumstances may be different, but the crimes aren't. The crimes are everywhere. Behind, you got these shows, $1 million murders and stuff like that. Behind these gated communities, they have this stuff. There was just a 77-year-old man that unalived his wife, his 2 sons, and he tried to unalive somebody else in his family. And they lived to tell that it was him. Waterfront property. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I say this to people, man. The streets ain't what it was. It's not worth getting out there and possibly losing your life over an allegation. When I came of age, when I was a young man, a young boy, when people said something about you, or made some kind of an allegation, they had proof to back it up, or you took care of them face to face. I don't know where the streets turned. I don't know where the world turned, where a mere allegation can get you taken off the planet, but it's there now. Self-defense. Now, this Govan man, Hernandez Govan, I'm sorry, I don't want to be rude to the man, was found not guilty. Whether you think he's guilty or not, that's not the problem. The problem is, we always say let the court system handle it. The court system handled it. People didn't get the verdict that they wanted, and now they want him off the streets. It's rough out here. To these young fellas, let me talk to y'all. Let me talk to young guys for a minute. There's nothing like being legally armed. Hola, hola. Welcome, hola. There's nothing like being legally armed. There's nothing like not having to run and throw your firearm. I know the feeling, believe me. When I talk about a lot of this stuff, I talk from my experience. This is how I can sit back and tell you certain things and warn you of certain things. This is why I did this channel. Moving away from home in the format that I did it in. Moving away from New Orleans and moving into basically a culture shock for me. I got a chance to see stuff from other lenses. And I got a chance to see a lot of propaganda that's been put out there. And I got a chance to see a lot of people have a lot of this thing for different groups of people they've never been around because of what they saw on TV. And all those people basically are throwing stones from a glass house because it's everywhere. It's just more pronounced in some places. It's everywhere. Remember, Lyle and Eric Melendez was robbing homes before they went to prison. And they went to prison young, so that lets you know how young they was thugging out there. But man, you gotta be careful. And as I always say, when it comes to self-defense, in some people's mind, there is no such thing as legal self-defense for you. In some people's mind, their loved one, their friend should be allowed to harm you, and you should take it. And you should take it with a smile. And if you have to get out and defend yourself, you should pay the price because you dare to defend yourself. Excuse me. Yeah, man. I'm listening at this guy, Mr. Govan, speak about his not guilty verdict. And he's saying he got to leave Memphis. He's got to leave home. I can't speak about the trial as far as the evidence. I'm just speaking in the aftermath. That this man is going to be looking over the shoulder the rest of his life. Because even if he didn't have nothing to do with nothing, let's just go with the theory that this is true. Our allegation was already thrown out there on him. So let's just say he didn't do nothing wrong. And he loses his life. He lost his life for a stupid allegation. This is why I tell young people stay away from that life, man. There's no more code out there. It's over. Now, I know there's always going to be people that's going to deal in illicit drugs and in crime. There's always going to be people that's going to deal with that. I'm telling you, if you think you have something to lose, don't get involved in it. Because it's only a matter of time. Prison or the graveyard are running and looking over your shoulder for the rest of your life. El Chapo is a billionaire. And all that money can't buy his freedom. That man sitting in Colorado prison, that man probably say to himself every day, I would give up every penny I got just to be free again. It's over with. For those of you who want to live a long, prosperous life, if you're in it, get out. If you want to get in it, don't get in it. For those of you who can accept the most extreme consequences, be my guest. I want you guys and girls to understand something about America right now. This country is, they openly going across borders for whatever you think about it. They going to get kingpins all over the world, and they not even asking permission. It's my understanding when I read the transcripts that El Mayo was kidnapped and brought to the U.S. by a rival drug dealer. Kidnapped, put on a private plane, and flew to the border. On the streets of America, your best friend, your woman, your cousin, your brother will blow your head off. They will set you up. It's over with. It's over with, man. This Hernandez Govan got lucky. He got a chance to walk out of prison. His unluckiness is he's going to look over the shoulder for the rest of his life. He can't have a social media. He can't have anything. Because you never know when them guys going to try and collect. And he was found not guilty. For whatever you think about it, he was found not guilty. The reason this affects you is you could easily be in public in the vicinity of this guy and catch a stray bullet. Because what they say, a bullet don't have no name. When it comes to self-defense, understand something. This is why I encourage you to get multiple firearms. If you ever have to defend yourself legally, they're going to take that firearm from you because they got to do an investigation and all that. You can't be out here empty-handed because there's going to be people, no matter what, that believes their loved one should be allowed to take advantage of you. And they will come and get you. These allegations of people losing their lives because of an allegation, people being found not guilty, people legally defending themselves. If you never came up in that world, you don't understand. TV just show you a bunch of people shooting and getting shot every day. If you don't understand the way some of this stuff works, a lot of this shooting that goes on in this country is retaliation, especially in the hood. A lot of this is just a whole bunch of back and forth retaliation. I'm not condoning it. I'm pointing it out to you to let you know that. Now, if you're in the life, if you're in the world, I'm going to say this. I don't speak ill of the street life only because I understand how much chaos the streets keep from happening. I will say that the streets keep a lot of things from going on. They keep a lot of us safe out here. For the people that stick to the rules. For the people that decide that they're not going to bother innocent people. Oh, my boy T Electric just went live. Women get harmed. That's another thing. You know, we always do that here. I don't know about this carry insurance, this concealed carry insurance. Some people got it. Me personally, I don't think I'll buy that. Insurance already high enough in this country for everything else. But I say this. Understand something. Snitching allegations. Being found not guilty of a crime. Defending your life can still cost you your life. That's a sad thing. That you can possibly lose your life for going to court and being found not guilty. Look, you may not always like the verdict, and sometimes people do slip through the cracks. It happens. But I'm going to tell you this. If you're going to dance with the devil, eventually he's going to come to collect. Sometimes he might come collect when you ain't done nothing. I just advise y'all to give it up. Because it ain't nothing no more. It ain't no more honor. Your friends going to tell on you. All they got to do is get you alone. They going to tell on you. Just give it up. Get your multiple firearms, like I always say. It's just a lot to own a firearm. It's a lot. That's it, everybody. I just wanted to come out and express that with y'all. Oh, we got Manuel. What's going on? Look like we might wind up doing the extended program. I was going to get ready to get off of here. But we got more people checking in. Yeah, I was just sitting here. Like I said, I thought about this yesterday. I was sitting here earlier watching some. Yeah. I was just sitting here watching some old clips from some old gangster pictures and shit and different stuff on YouTube, and just thought I'd get up here and do this, and just talk to everybody and let everybody know that a lot of this that you see, these public displays of carnage, a lot of this stuff is retaliation. Most of the time they can't tell you why they retaliating and how all this got started, but I'm just saying. Snitching allegations. Not guilty verdicts. There's a lot of people that was found not guilty of a crime, and before you know it, the first 48 said it all the time. Sometimes a lot of their victims be on both lists. Once as a suspect and the next thing as a victim. Unfortunately, being accused of a crime, especially in America, you never be fully innocent once they get allegations on you. The cloud will always be over you. No matter how much you prove your innocence, the cloud will always be over you. Don't matter. There's a case that I ain't even gonna go into tonight. You guys already know what case I'm talking about. That man was found not guilty, and they followed that man till the day he left this planet. Whether you think the man was guilty or not, the fact is he was found not guilty. So, with that being said, everybody, I'm going to let y'all go ahead on and get out of here and enjoy y'all Friday night, what's left of it. I know some of y'all going to hit the streets, or some of y'all might be out in the streets. I'm shouting out all the truck drivers. Hope you guys and girls be safe out there on the road. For all the citizens, this is a worldwide movement. I hope that this channel I'm gonna check that out in a little bit. Pause and play. I hope this channel is something you can learn from. Um, may not always agree with some of the things I talk about, but it's always two-way related. And if it's not, I'll tell you that. I think I've been doing a wonderful job as far as opening a lot of people's eyes, because online and offline, I've had people talk to me. I'm like a Z-list celebrity here, but from time to time, people will recognize me and chit chat with me, and this, yeah, thank you, thank you. Because like I said, when I started this channel, I just thought that there was something that was missing. And being one of the people that was born and raised where I was and living somewhat different, there's a lot of aspects of the Second Amendment I know a lot of people didn't understand. Um, so that's why I decided to go in the direction with the channel that I went with. And I understand, sometimes it might make you see the title or you start listening to me and you don't want to hear it. I understand that. That's why it's the nutritious channel. With the Brussels sprouts and cauliflower I've gone to. Once in a while I throw in some hot sausage, some D&D smoked sausage, some fried catfish, some shrimp and french fries and hamburger. Throw that in from time to time. But I understand some things a lot of other people don't understand. Just how technical it is when it comes to being legally armed. And a lot of the things that you need to know that a lot of people don't know. With that being said, everybody, I hope y'all have a good night wherever you are. And until next time, stay safe, stay armed, stay on high alert.